YSG community, welcome back to another video. It has been a minute. It's been like about a couple months, and for the delay I'm very sorry, but we back now. So yeah, as you guys saw in the title of the video, I went to a funeral on my birthday. And no, I'm not capping. I'm not putting up a front. I actually unfortunately, one of our family members had passed away, and it just happened to be on the same day as my birthday. So I don't feel like resentment or anything, or like spite out of going on my birthday. Like, I'm not gonna be selfish, but it just happened to be on the same day. So I had to hold the dichotomy between the aspect of life and death. Like, those are the two biggest things I'd say that people commemorate or take a moment to recognize or look at. The beginning of life, like the celebration of life, a new baby is born, birthdays, the life of a person. I also throw in weddings. Weddings is also a new celebration of life, two becoming one, and also we commemorate or we respect the passing of one's life, being that of a funeral. So that day I had to hold the tension between that. Now, going into it, I didn't want to be selfish, because I'm like, okay, this is obviously we're respecting. I just had a eerie type of feeling about it. As you guys see, this video is not scripted, so I don't have a script. I'm running off. I'm just going freeform. But it just kind of felt a little weird because I had to hold that tension. I didn't want to be selfish in the day and be like, man, why am I going to the funeral? It's my birthday, yada yada yada. Because both are important, very important. Like, a person, that family lost a son, a girl lost her father, a mother lost her son, a brother lost his brother, sister lost her brother, father lost his son. So it was very hard for them to lose someone that was so dear and precious to them. So of course I couldn't be selfish and be like, oh, it's my birthday. It's not. One thing you gotta recognize in life is that not everything is gonna be about you. It never was, and it never will be. It's always everything that we do is always for others, whether it be good or bad. So we just have to keep that in mind. But yeah, it was definitely a different type of feeling, but I don't think I would have traded it. Like, I don't think I would have had it another way, actually, because I feel like everything happens for a reason. And when that happened, I felt like, okay, what's something I can learn from this? Okay, there has to be a reason why, like, I'm experiencing this, like a birthday and a funeral on the same. It's kind of like, it's like two parallel, completely different, contrasts, and it just came clashing into one. But I think the biggest thing that, I don't know, God was trying to show me that day was like, look, like, life is beautiful. Because in the funeral they give the biography of the person who passed away. So they tell about where they grew up, how were they raised, a little bit about the family, some of the things they like to do, and I feel like I kind of got a glimpse of who that guy was. And honestly, I wish I saw him more as a person, but it's unfortunate just the way how things pan out. But yeah, it's just that life is beautiful. Life is filled with so much opportunity and joy, depending on how a person takes it. As well as that, life can be filled with pain and grief and sorrow if we choose to make it that way. But I think the biggest thing, like, I've learned that day was that we have to take into account into what's really important or what really matters. I think I made a video. I'm not sure if I didn't make a video about this before, but like, Ecclesiastes Okay, shout out Dorian. Dorian, if you watch this, he knows. Ecclesiastes is basically a book by Solomon talking about how everything's vanity, meaning that everything that we think is important or we think matters in life really doesn't. Solomon was a man who had everything. So he had riches, he had power, he had authority, he had land, he had woman, he had status, he had everything he wanted. And at the end of the day, when it came down to himself, he's like, all of this is meaningless. It means nothing because it's all material. It's all fleshly items that he had, that when he tried to pair it with the emotional or just that spiritual aspect of himself, he realized that it didn't really pair up. Now, when we try to take the physical things and match it with the spiritual, it can never line up. But if we use the physical things in a way where it can benefit others, like we use it as a tool, as scripture says, us having gifts that God gives us, if we use it as a tool, then it can benefit and it could partner with the spiritual side, if that makes sense. Point being is that what we do in life matters. So the small things, what we do with our day, what we do when we get up, how we treat others, the stuff that we take in, it really does matter, because life is short. I feel like, I don't know, that day I just had to really think about death and life, because I've always been the type of person just to think about death or whatever. But that day really forced me to take an inventory check and to ask myself some hard questions, like, okay, what am I putting my energy into? Is it valuable? Is it worth my time? Is it something I should really be doing, or am I just like wasting time doing it because it feels good for like a dopamine hit? Or like, am I actually putting energy and effort into the things that I love? Which is the other point I wanted to make. Put your energy into the things that you love to do. Okay, so like, don't put your energy in things that doesn't benefit you whatsoever at all. Like that drains your mental health, that doesn't give you no moral substance or value inside. Like, don't put your energy into things that are dead, because you're gonna reap what you put into. But if you put your energy into things that brings life, that speaks life, stuff that gives you a fulfillment or sense of meaning, then you'll feel so much more alive, and you have so much more a purpose. I butchered that sentence. Forget it. You have more a purpose. Such more, purpose. There we go. You have such more purpose as you wake up each and every day saying, okay, this is what I'm here to do. This is what I'm called to do. Let's do it. And that gives your life so much more meaning and happiness. So to recap the video, stuff that actually brings life and value to yourself and around others, because at the end of the day, our life is not about us. Who's the person that's saying it? I'm not sure if it was Sinatra or whatever, but he said it. The song says, I did it my way. In the world today, that everything is publicized and it's all about clicks and grabs and attention, and who's the latest, this, who did this, the Drake beat Kendrick, the Kendrick beat Drake, all that nonsense. It's all centered around self. But I think we truly start living once we realize our life isn't about ourselves, because it gives us an inclination and a passion to help others and to do stuff for others, because that's the purpose of life. If the wealthiest man on earth, if he doesn't have peace inside his heart, and if he's just alone and nobody's there, if all his friends is fake, no one's really there for him, then all of it is meaningless, Because how many talented, powerful, wealthy people, alcohol addiction, suicide, drugs, it's because they don't have true community, they don't have true family who are just there with them. But if a person is just able to, grasp and understand what it truly means to live, being that, that relationship with God, that passion and drive towards things that brings life, it can truly change the way a person lives their life. So if you guys like this video, comment, share, subscribe. Also, welcome back. Hi, I'm back. It's been a minute. It's summertime, so it's go time. But good news, we do have some videos coming out. So other than that, we will catch you guys in the next one, and I will see you. Peace.